So today, I'm gonna try to do about an hour again. Gotta try to figure out how to push myself more. Whatever it is. I'm not building muscle, which is of course the ultimate goal. I'm not losing muscle based on the measurements I've done, but I'm pretty much just stagnant. Also, I think the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna order some fat burners. Now, there's a ton of them out there. Most of them are crap, I'm sure. But in fact, maybe all of them. But there's a couple out there that seem to get good reviews. But then there's also plenty of people who don't like them. So that could be because they're doing them wrong. It could be because their body doesn't react to it well. But also these companies, very few of these things are sold on Amazon, which is kind of like a place where you can get unbiased reviews, right? Everybody's going to, well, you're going to get fake reviews too, but you're going to be able to tell. You can usually tell if it's a fake review. Neither of these companies, although they show up on a million different websites, including like Bodybuilder and Sports Illustrated and, and Runners Magazine or whatever, anything that you look around and they talk about them and they say that they work. And one of them is called, I don't know, something Prime Shred. Problem with that one is, again, both of them can only be bought from their website. And second, they're both really expensive. And third, Prime Shred, I actually tried to buy it. Website was giving a weird error message on my credit card saying currency doesn't match. Now, it's supposed to be an American-based company, so that should not have been a thing. So I'm thinking I'm going to go with the other one, which is FenQ. Now, I tried a couple of credit cards, so it wasn't just my one credit card. They both got this weird error. Now, like I said, there's plenty out there that say the companies are sketchy. So, yeah. I think every one of these companies is kind of sketchy, to be honest. Now, I thought about trying one of the Amazon ones. I'm just going to try one because these things are supposed to help burn fat. And that's what I'm struggling with, right? Can't seem to lower my body fat content. Although I seem to be holding steady. I'm like, body fat percentage is about the same, but I can't seem to reduce. And it's not really about, it's a little bit about diet, but at the same time, I think it's just as much about my metabolism something. I mean, I'm on testosterone. I have a low T count. And that's supposed to also help, right? Gain body mass, so they say. It hasn't done anything for me as far as that goes. It does help. Trust me, it does help with my energy levels and all that kind of stuff. It's been great. I'm able to focus better on my workouts and actually keep to them, and I just don't feel as drained. Plus, I'm not feeling weaker. I'm able to do the same things I've done in the past. So it's holding me steady at the very least. But gains in muscle and losses in muscle and fat. Nope. In fact, I was just doing this intermittent fasting for the last several weeks. And where basically I didn't eat for 12 to 16 hours every day, and I only ate twice a day. And yeah, it didn't do anything for me either. I did notice that I was getting used to not eating very often, and I just made sure they were high protein meals and blah, 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 to make sure I wasn't going to lose any muscle. But ultimately, didn't lose a pound of weight, didn't change muscle mass in any way, shape, or form. So, yeah. I mean, I hovered like I always do, 183 to 185. I think I was 183 on Sunday morning. I think I was 185 this morning. Of course, it was Easter. I ate a cinnamon roll. and so apparently whatever I ate Sunday was... and I also ate a piece of chocolate pie. Those two things probably didn't help. But you know what? I know the feeling. You can't gain more weight than you actually eat. So if you eat 2 pounds of food, then yeah, you can gain 2 pounds if your body holds on to it all. Because, that's how mass works, right? Take in mass, you hold mass. You can burn some of it off, but ultimately you're not going to burn it off the same day. So your body doesn't burn through it that quick. Anyway, so I'm going to do some abs and some legs. I take pre-workouts. So energy's not my issue. Focus maybe a little bit, but that's not. I don't even think it's ability to focus. It's more like I just let myself get distracted by other things, like talking to you. But once I get started, I like to try to keep my heart rate up. So my goal is to keep it up in the 100s at least. Keep focused and try to burn the muscles out that I'm working on. That's the ultimate goal. And also to try to do these workouts in a way that I'm not getting a bunch of people in the video that don't want to be in the video. Trust me, there's plenty of people who'll be like, why do you get me on that camera of yours? I don't want to be on your camera. I'm like, dude, lighten up, man. All right, so I guess we'll just start with, let's do it this way. I'm trying to figure out where I can do ab roller that actually gets on the camera. Let's see if this works. I can't see where I am in relation to. There we go. It's gonna have to do for now. I'll figure out some other position for it later, but let's get started. So my usual abs, I like to do ab roller plus just leg lifts and crunches, and usually about 15 minutes worth, and then we'll do the rest on weights. I did go run this morning, a couple miles, and then I got on the went and did sauna when I got here, and then that's it. So that's my warm up for the morning. Oh, stretch out the back here a little bit. Oh. Sometimes it feels good just to twist your back a little. My back was hurting last night when I was sleeping. It's that achy feeling first thing in the morning. Not usually while I sleep, but I think the worst comes if I'm sitting too much during the day. I gotta do more lower back stuff. By the way, the screen just went off. I'm curious, does the video and the mic keep working okay when that happens? Somebody's gonna have to tell me at some point. I keep asking the question, but apparently nobody's ever around when it happens. And then I have to, usually what I'll do is I put on this little app I have called Wakey. Keeps the screen from going to sleep. Takes a I'm trying to do 50. It's one of the things about doing body weight work. If you get in good enough shape, you have to do kind of crazy amounts.
And then 15 calf raises. One person just should calf raises and then the other person doing a long stick calf raise. For 45 seconds.
Damn people. I know you can't avoid people on the camera all the time, but it is a thing. I wonder if I can do this on the mat. I've never actually tried to do it while I'm on the mat. See how much saggy that is. Nah, head'll probably put a lot of wear on the mat. Let's just do some.
I can elevate, innovate, and energize. Okay.
So I'm sitting here just with wall sit?
With calf raise.
Let's do some.
Go. No, hold it. Hold that up, the calf raise. Oh. Well, you can make 30 though.
So what I'm doing right now is just a plank, but I'm extending my calves. So I'm going out to my toes and back to the balls of my feet, and then back onto my toes. Kind of extending and stretching the calves, pushing back on my calves.
Yep, this one's up down. Great job.
Do some leg raises.
Five, four, three, two, one. There you go. And then we're going to do one more deep. Give yourself a little bit of a break.
So, 50 each side. 20, 22. Child pose. So still dealing with the right shoulder issues. So there are different things I do. I have to be careful, but at the same time, I got to work on my shoulder rotation and range of motion. So these things like child pose and arm presses against the wall, things like that should help a little bit. I need to go see do some, what do you call it, physical therapy. See if they can help fix it. I gotta go see a doctor. It's gotten to the point where it's like, all right, it's not healing on its own. So I may need to get a shot in it like I did on the right side, or on the left side. After 2 years, that fixed it. I had one shot for 2 years in a row, and bam, magic, it was gone. So that's it's a good thing. Trying to figure out where I can set this thing for ab roller. While at the same time,
Right?
sparing people being on the camera. Now this is a little bit like a plank exercise, right? Because you're basically going down into a plank, but your arms are extended. Now there's other ways to do stuff like this. If you don't have an ab roller, you can walk, do a walking plank.
So in other words, you're going to go into the fight where you will have gained probably 5 pounds.
5, 45. I'll walk into the table and 5 after the way.
It's kind of the same thing.
If
Now,
I-
granted, you don't have necessarily the core work of stabilizing left and right, but you get the same result. If you want a little bit more stabilizing left and right, keep your hands close together. So I got mine at kind of a wide position. If you put them close together, you'll have a little bit more need to stabilize left and right. And as always, you want to come up using your core. You want to pull your body, kind of fold your body up with your stomach, with your abs. Now you can do full extension if you've got the core strength, which I do not really. I mean, I can do some, but I can't go all the way out. Full extension is basically starting on your feet and staying on your feet. Don't touch your knees to the ground. That's really hard. Of course, it's easier to do if you don't let your arms go too far out and just go to a plank position. So there's going out to a plank position like this, which is easy. But it's when your arms start going above you. Your arms start cruising out, staying ahead of your head. Now sometimes what I'll do is I'll do a full extension on my knees as a connector to the full extension on my legs. So I'll stay straight as I can, and then I'll drop to my knees and try to come back up to my feet. So kind of like that's like an intermediate ab roller. Advanced, I can't do advanced, which is stay on your feet the whole way with your arms going out. I've seen people do it. It's impressive as heck. And I can't do it yet. I'm a lot further than I used to be though. Get a lot more in. Get a lot more in than I used to though. All right, let's get a few more crunches. How long have I been going? Doing my workout. I'm checking my watch. Hey, if people can bike, sit down on a bike and play with their phone, why can't I do some abs and play with my watch? The other option is just do a hold. But to do a hold, you gotta keep your shoulders off the ground. Can't do it for very long. Now, you gotta be careful when you're doing these obliques like this. to do them correctly, you gotta really lift your shoulders. See, like this, I'm not getting much out of it. You gotta make sure that this shoulder, if you can, at least leaves the ground, or at least feels like it does, as much as possible. If it's off the ground at all, then it's off the ground. Doesn't matter how high you go. Fact is, you just need to get your abs to crunch enough that they're actually lifting your body. No swinging and no pulling your head. Don't use your hand. I just do this to help me focus on straight up. See how my shoulders don't touch, or my arms don't touch the ground? That's range of motion issues right there. My muscles are so tight; they don't stretch back far enough. Now, if I pull my shoulder blades together, I can probably get so closer. It's still pretty difficult, but this position, keeping my arms back like this, will actually help. The weight of my arms will hopefully stretch out my chest a little bit. Ultimately, I'd want to be able to, touch the mat maybe with the back of my palms, which right now I can only go to my knuckles. Oh yeah, I have terrible range of motion. Can you even see my arms? This is what I'm talking about. I'm wasting too much time. Let's get moving. On to the next thing. Time to go do some actual weights, huh? All my ab workouts, I don't feel like I did enough. So maybe I should go do some leg raises or something on the hanging bar. I like them because they put a lot of they work my abs and my back. And you should, and I've actually heard Jeff, Mr. Cavalier, thinks or says that you should do some hanging, just some hangings. They're called, what do they call them? Pull-up bar hang, or bar hang, whatever it is. It decompresses your lower back, which I guess is good, or at least, so they say. Helps with back issues, I suppose. Just like they say hanging on your shoulders is good for your back. I don't understand that either. Or good for your shoulders, I mean. Because it feels like it's just stretching the muscles in your back. But I don't know. The shoulders, like I said, my shoulders aren't a fan of it. They do say, though, that when you do the hanging, you should not totally, don't rest so hard on your shoulders that you're, don't rest so hard on your shoulders that you're just, like, you feel the joint kind of separate. I mean, it's not hanging completely. You want to keep it engaged, so you want the shoulder to be basically holding you up. So keep your shoulders compact. Compact being when you when you're on your shoulders, you want to keep them from, like when you go up, if you're hanging on them, your shoulders want to lift like that. You're trying to keep them down. You want to keep your shoulders in a down position. So just supposedly, now you relax your lower body, while keeping your shoulders engaged in the upper body. You can feel your lower body kind of pull, your lower back separate, and it just kind of decompresses the spine, allows the spine to stretch out. Now, I've heard in many places that that's good for you. Sometimes it feels really good too, just kind of, but I will say this, when you're doing that kind of thing, especially from an elevated position like that, where you're using your body weight, or you're just letting your body drop like that, it gets the decompression going and it feels good. But re-engage your core, because you got to relax your core, got to relax those muscles to do that and let that weight pull. But don't just drop, don't just land on your body again and recompress. Engage your core, let the muscles and the all of the I don't know what I want to call it, all the muscles. Okay, so engage your abs, your obliques, just tighten everything back up before you drop back down on your feet. Trust me. Trust me on that one. Nobody's ever told me that before. I've never heard it, never heard anyone say, oh yeah, just decompress and then you can, get down. But if you come down hard, it actually kind of hurts and it's not good. I can tell you right now, don't surprise your body by dropping your body onto a decompressed back. Now, it's one thing if you're lying on the ground and you do that, because by the time you get up, you re-engage. But just dropping from a hanging position straight down without re-engaging your core first is just, it's a shock, and I don't think it's going to feel good. And I think you could actually injure yourself. So that's my suggestion. Take it for what you will. I am not a physical therapist. Therefore, I do not really and truly, I haven't studied anything. I'm just telling you my own experience. You don't engage, it hurts. All right. Let's do some hanging leg lifts, and then I will head on to the next thing. Feels good to do those though, because it's just that get the whole body flowing a bit. I'll do another quick set, and then it's almost been 20 minutes since I started, so I gotta start getting some weights in. So it's leg day for me. I've been getting like 1 to 2 leg days a week if I can. When you're avoiding doing the chest stuff, which seems to really hurt my shoulder, aggravate it, you end up doing things like back and legs more often because of the major workouts. You got chest, back, and legs. Everything else is kind of, you can work them in their arms and core, but the major things, major muscle, chest, back, legs. And even doing shoulders is kind of difficult because, it's my shoulder. I don't know if I lost it mentally or physically on that one. That last one, I almost didn't do. Okay, let's go do some legs. Onto the legs. Let's see what machine I can get a hold of. Let's see here. Trying to find something here available. Looks like there might be a rack available. All right. So I can do some light squats. I can do some lunges, or both. Okay. Again, this workout I have on JFit is not a workout. It's just a series of exercises. I haven't done a workout yet. I don't know if I'll do one or not. I find that going to the gym is kind of hit or miss as far as having equipment available. So doing specific workouts can be challenging. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to. This is it's dropping. This my what do you call it, tripod here. It's a monopod, which means it's not very it's not great as far as some of the positions on it. It just extends. It doesn't even have a twist of tightening. This one doesn't do twist tightening, but it does hold the weight. It's just, or hold the camera. But I have a really heavy phone, and I have one of those Galaxy Z Fold. This one is the 4, I think. Z Fold 4, and it's kind of heavy. My certain positions are just slides. So I do lighter weights on this because again, it's kind of stressful on the back, which I know. Good form, blah blah blah. But I'm just afraid of this because I've hurt my back doing it, and it just to me doesn't feel like it's necessary, you know. You do why put so much stress on your back? I do it some, but ultimately I try to do it until I can't do it anymore. But when you're doing numbers that are way light like this is 185, and it just doesn't provide enough resistance for me, I guess. But so my best bet is to try and just drop as far as I can, go slow, have it be a very form intensive. So that's all I can really do. But no, this is too low, by the way. I don't like to start with weight so low, but I didn't really think about it. Truthfully, lunges allow me to do more weight because it's per leg doing the exercise. So, and I don't feel like I'm straining my back as much. Oddly enough, I don't mind doing kettlebell swings. Probably because I don't do heavy enough weight. Because I have to do 45 or 50 to really feel it. If I do 45 pounds or 50 pounds, or I think I've done 65, and that pulls me down to around 25 or 30. All right, let's do some one legs. Plus, I feel like lunges don't stress the knee as bad either. I mean, I don't have too much knee problems yet, but hopefully never. All right, let's increase this. So for last one was 185. This is 255 I'm putting on here. It's quite a bit more, but I need to do less than 20 or whatever the heck it is, like 25 I think. Get it down to 10 or so per leg. Oh no, I did 15 last time. That's still too high. The thing about lunges at this much weight is it's a lot of stabilization where you're trying to step back and trying to keep Trying to keep that focus. Alrighty. Let's get moving. My warm up is done. Okay. That was tough. Alright, so let's get some logging done here. Alright. Alright. Let's see. Barbell lunge. 105. 15 times. And then I did 255. 10 times. It's really hard today. Hitting those numbers. Barbell squat. Probably not nearly as deep as deep should be. Alright. What's that? I think I only did like 10. Okay. And then somewhere near jump squat, I did body weight. See, this is why if you do body weight jump squats, you're still doing exercise. But by doing it this way, where I'm only like 45 pounds, which is the weight I use for the kettlebell swing, or that's not right. You know, I'm not jumping. It's like, it doesn't count the fact that I had to lift my whole body with it. So I need to change this to the amount that I weigh, which was 185 this morning. Let's do some kettlebell swing. Why not? I'm here. Let's do it. Let's do 45 pounds. We'll let the kettlebell swing be my my cardio. That and the jump squats. Yeah. I think I did 30, which is not great. I'm being lazy. I push myself harder. All right, let's do some jump squats with the 45 this time. So 185 is 45 is about 130, 230, 25 seconds. That's not. Don't be impressed. Remember, I count my body weight. Which I don't do with any other weight. Even squats. I don't count my body weight. In reality, with squats, it's a lot more complicated too, because you don't really lift your whole body, right? You're basically lifting everything from your knee up. So then you have to subtract like whatever your calves, your knee down is, which would just be a pain in the rear. With a jump squat, you lift all your body because your entire body's leaving the ground, so it's the entire body being lifted. But it's also not uncommon. All right, let's go ahead and add some more weight to this. See if I can get in, I don't know. So it's 55. Let's go to 75, or 65. Let's go 75. Again, these weights are pretty heavy for one-legged balancing act. Now, true, lunges aren't truly a balancing act, but they are kind of. You have to lift your. Here, man, they're on one foot. Yes, the back leg is helping, but it's not in a position to do a lot. And if you truly start falling, that back leg is not going to help you, other than to come forward and try and catch you. So, be sure you're in some kind of control with this. I don't get a good reverse hack squat, so pretty much every time I look at it, it's full. Maybe I'll do some, I don't know, 65-pound deep squats. just something, you know, or 100 pounds or whatever. Now there are what they call them, good mornings. It's another one that you gotta be careful with. I got barbells enough for good mornings. Good mornings are basically like a kettlebell swing, but you got weight on your shoulders. It's like training for the deadlift. Again, it's low back stuff. It's good for your back, but you just gotta really keep that core tight and form good. It's a lot of weight. I didn't want to do lunges. I mean, those are lunges, but they're more like one-legged squats or one-legged. It just allows me to stay in the lunge position, stop trying to move. It allows me to position my feet, stay there. You don't get that little power kick that you get when you're pushing off on that back foot, but okay, I don't need that. That was a lot of weight. Okay. 65. That's 275 pounds. That's a lot of weight. And I was feeling like 8 was enough. All right, we'll go to lighter weight now. We'll do some more jump squats. Maybe we'll do some good mornings too. We'll see. I know I'm not doing as many sets as I normally would, but gotta do what you can. I gotta try to get more weights, more exercises in, so I can't stop here. God, it's 2 hands. How's it going, man? Hey, how you doing? All right, there's more kettlebell swings or weight swings, whatever you want to call them. But they're normally called kettlebell swings, even though you can use a dumbbell or a weight plate. Ultimately, it's 2 hands on one weight, swinging between your legs. Keep your legs straight. Your back straight, shoulders straight. Just pivot at the hips. It's good cardio, nothing else. I do increase the weight for that to be, so I don't have to do so many. So I'm sure you've heard of the accident that befell Jeremy Renner, Hawkeye. Man, that guy, he is miraculous. I was watching his interview with Diane Sawyer. Oh my gosh. Where that guy's going, he'll be doing another Avengers movie this summer. I know, he's already walking around on a cane. He basically got half his body crushed. I mean, from the toes to the top of his head. I mean, granted, the bulk of the weight of the machine, I mean, it would have killed him if it had all gone on him, but it was mostly the tracks, but they were heavy enough. I mean, how could he, I don't know, man. God bless him. You know, oddly enough, I don't even know that he's Christian, but he had a miracle on his side, regardless. Because, I don't think anybody recovers that fast from that kind of injury without a little divine assistance. But he's a good guy from what I tell. And probably if anybody's deserving, at least from my not close-up view, from my view from a distance, he's as deserving as anyone. Of that kind of a miracle. But I'm a fan of his. I like him. I like the character, even Hawkeye. I mean, it's not necessarily my favorite, but people, they really give a hard time. Oops, this looks broken. Okay, so this is not. Let's do some. Should do I don't know what, straight leg kickbacks. Sure. Straight leg kickbacks. What time is it? 7:46. I've got about 10, 15 minutes before I gotta head out. And they're not really straight leg kickbacks. They're just kickbacks. They're glute kickbacks. This is a good workout. It's too long. Oh yeah, This one says, the little screen here says use your heel. I've been using my toe on this. So I did my heel last time because I saw that. So, which I guess kind of makes sense because if you think about it, you do squats, they say put your weight on your heels. So it's probably the same thing. Now, this machine goes up to 175. There's only 160 pounds of plates. Then you have a little adjuster majig. I can add another, oh, it only adds 10. So this one doesn't go as high as some. Actually, the one at the other Cali Fitness and Terrace, they have, I think theirs goes to 195. Even 205 if you use the little adjuster. Yesterday I did 3 miles running on the treadmill. I mean, it was an okay pace, but it wasn't great. Like a 7-minute miles, or no, 8-minute miles, 7 miles per hour. Even that was probably a little too, probably only like 8.5 minutes, which are pretty mediocre. I mean, that's about what I run typically. I went and ran with my dog this morning. She's losing a step. She used to be so gung-ho. She loves to go out. But she's not as motivated anymore. She doesn't run as hard. I'm trying to get her out more. I think part of that is I haven't been getting her out. So she's probably a little out of shape. The doctors, last time we went and had to just do a checkup, said she might be getting a little arthritis, which is a bummer. So let's max this thing out. Oh yeah, let's log the one we just did. Straight leg, kick back. Is it on here? Here, glute kick back, there it is. 160, 25. All right, let's go do a second set. Oh, I see. I figure out which way I'm facing with this thing. Sometimes I think this camera is like reverse, what do you call it, mirror. I mean, it is kind of, but it's kind of not. Right, max this time. So we're up to 170. It only adds 10 pounds, but because you got a 5-pound and a 10-pound adjustment. Hold on. I gotta get my mindset. Sometimes they're just off. The brain is like, I don't really want to do this. I'm like, come on, brain, you only have to do 5 more minutes. Here, let's adjust this camera. It's already falling again, but it's really not an easy way to get this. See, it's going back down. It's like these middle positions don't work very well. So I gotta stay down there, falls down there. Let's see if this one will stay up. Yeah, that one's a little better. I'm stalling, I know. All right, let's go. Okay, I hope my right leg isn't the strongest. Because, that 30 broke me. I gotta do 30 on the other leg, and if this is weaker, it's really, really hard. There you go. It's not a good way to set this camera. It's not tall enough to look at me straight on. And otherwise, it's going straight up. And it's really hard to not get the lights in there, because if I'm at a direct angle down on it, the lights above me just really screw up the visuals. Just checking on my mic. Let's go. Right. 8 more. 6. Well, if that doesn't throw off my walking, I don't know. Okay, that was pretty rough. That's pretty rough. Hey, it smells my best. Go like that. I don't know what to do now. It's 1:56. I think that's good. Let's see how many Golden Gate bridges are lifted. Oh no, I decided to go for trucks today. 3.4 J-Fit trucks. Some heavy trucks, considering they weigh more than the Golden Gate Bridge, I think. I'm serious. I've done these things. You lifted 3 Golden Gate bridges. And I'm like, so you're saying you could fit all the way to the Golden Gate Bridge in a J-Fit truck? It's like, I don't think so. I mean, just the cables, just the cables on the Golden Gate Bridge probably weigh more than 3 J-Fit trucks. Those suspension cables, people can walk on them. I mean, they're that big around, and they're holding up steel and concrete. I don't care what they say. I don't know what their measurements are stupid. All right, well, that's it for today. Got a workout in. Feels good. My legs are tired. We'll see if that does anything for me, but it was a good workout for what it was. Got some abs in. Now let's see if, hold on. So anyway, I mentioned before, I'm going to try out one of those fat burners, and I'm going to do a review on it and see if it actually does anything. I might just try, I was thinking about trying to defend Q. And just the one that's got the most reviews in the most places that say it's good. But there's almost no individuals out there that have done an interview or a review on it, which is kind of, certainly haven't seen any individuals that don't look like they're trying to sell the stuff have done a review on it. Certainly not a positive one. I saw one where some lady said, oh yeah, well I did all this exercise and all this other stuff, nothing worked. It was helping a little bit, she had a lot of benefits from it. But then she ultimately tried this workout stuff and she said that then Q worked for her. But I don't know, maybe not. But we're gonna find out, because she was the only one that looked like maybe she wasn't being paid to sell the stuff. So anyway, that's it for me today. Till next time, stay fit, stay healthy. Goodbye.